Alrighty, so in problem or in exercise 1.1.6, we want to convert each one of these numbers into a fraction, in a whole fraction. So I don't want basically this giant 1 in the front. I want to make it one massive fraction. So how are we going to do that? Basically, let's take it one at a time and hopefully we can figure it out together. Okay, so first and foremost, we have 0.17. So for what we know about how math works, we have a whole number, which is your 0. The first number here is your tenths, and then your second one is your hundredths. I don't know the term in English. I know in French, on a les dixièmes et les centièmes, so this, the hundredths and the tens. So the easiest way to see this is that this is actually a hundredth. So it's 0.17. It's kind of like a percentage. So it's a hundredth. So 17 hundredths. So it's actually just as simple as that. If there was another number here, it would be thousandths. If it was one less, it would be on tenths. But that's it. There's your fraction. We would try to simplify, but a 17 is a prime number, so we can't actually simplify that any farther. And that's how you figure out that one. Now we got this one. So when you have, so again, you have the bar over the 5 or the period. Basically, it tells you that it's infinite. It keeps going down. Now, what that means is that there's actually a special trick for this one. Divisions of 9 always end like this. So we're actually looking for 9 over 5. So I'll bring up my calculator and explain it. So 5 over 9, oh, there's a negative, so we're just going to put the negative down. We got negative 5 divided by 9. And if you can see that, basically it's 0.55556 at the end. It's just a roundup, but it's 0.5 decimal. It's the same thing if I were to go negative 3 divided by 9, it'll be all 3s. If I go 8 divided by 9, it'll be all 8s. And the last one's a 9 again, just because that's the way how it rounds. So that's the 9 thing. So if it's all the same number, it's a division by 9. All right, so now down here, we want to convert this into a fraction. This is already a fraction, but we want to get rid of this whole number. So the easiest way to do that is you take your giant, this number, and you multiply it by your bottom number. That's your I don't remember the word for it. That's the one that you got to multiply. This one and this one. So here, we'll just go negative 1 times 3 equals 3. Okay, so now we have 3, and then we're going to add it onto the top. So we have 3 plus 2 equals 5. So your final answer is going to be this over that. There's your final answer. So again, you take this, go here. Oh, sorry, there's a negative there because this is a negative 3. Take this one, go here. You take this number, you go there, you multiply them, gets you that. You take this number, yeah, sorry, I had to think there for a second. You take this number, you put it there. Now you're probably thinking, wow, that's a negative 3. It's not. It's not a negative 3. Okay, now I got to explain myself. Basically, they're both negative numbers. So it was probably easier if I just didn't bring in that negative. Okay, let me just restart that. Do not bring in this negative. Leave the negative there. So no negative, no negative. You bring in the negative at the end. Okay, let me re-explain that. We'll bring this down here. Negative 1, 2 over 3. Now what you do is you don't touch the negative. Take your 1, bring it here. Take your 3, bring it here. You multiply them. There's your 3. Okay. You take this 3, go here. You would add top there equals 5. Now you take that 3 again, put it there, and you take this 5 and you put it here. Then you take this negative and you put it in the front. So your answer is -5/3. I made that way too complicated, and I'm sorry. I hope you guys figure that one out. If not, I can do more examples of that later on. Going back to this one. Okay, so again, we have 2 decimal spots, the same thing like this one here, so it's going to be over 100. So we're going to go 0.7 over 100. Now here's the kicker. We have 3, which is larger than 0. So this 3 is actually going to go here. Oh, that's a really bad 3. That's a really bad 3. 307 over 100. So it's either 307 over 100, or you can take out that 3. You can divide this whole thing by 3, and it'll be 300, or whatever, over 100. But we're actually looking for this answer in this problem. So hopefully I was able to explain that well enough. If not, please leave messages and I can do more problems on this if you can't figure that out. Thank you.